This is my second time filming this intro because I lost the first footage. So now you guys get to experience my messy hair. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my last Christmas video for 2019 and it's a squishy video. So today I'm gonna make over 3 of my squishies into Christmas themed squishies. I love Christmas, I love squishies, so this is like the perfect video for me. As usual, I learnt everything I know from the amazing Moriah Elizabeth. If you don't know who she is, I'll leave her channel link in the description box below. Go check her out. She is like the queen of squishy makeovers. If you like this video, please remember to give it a massive thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you would like to see more videos from me. Also, leave me a comment, let me know what's on your Christmas wish list or what you got for Christmas, because honestly, I don't know if I got this video up before Christmas. I promised to be more organized in 2020. So yeah, let me know what was on your Christmas wish list, and now let's get into this video. Okay, so for our first squishy is this cute ice cream. This is a pretty nice squishy. It has a nice bounce to it, but it's not Christmassy. For this makeover, I'm actually going to use just the cone. I'll save the scoops for another day, another makeover, and I'm going to cut our cone into 3 sections because this cone is going to be a Christmas tree. I also left some ice cream on the bottom section because I want it to be a snowcap tree. And now I'm trimming the top of each section so it'll be more angular and so there'll be more definition between each piece when we assemble our tree. I did mark out each section to trim, but did it help? Not really. I do need to work on my trimming skills. Trimming foam is a lot harder than Moriah makes it look, okay? Next, it's time to assemble our tree and glue it together with some fabric glue. I also like to secure it with an elastic band whilst it dries to keep it in place. And whilst that's drying, I'm going to take this spare piece of foam and attempt to cut out a star. This was my second attempt and it's the best I've got. Then I'm just sealing the star with a few thick coats of puffy paint. Back to our naked foam tree, we also want to seal all of the exposed foam with some puffy paint so that it creates a smooth surface for us to paint on. Well, relatively smooth anyway. I did try to shape this to be smooth. It clearly didn't work, but I do think the texture does complement the tree shape. Now we can finally start painting the tree. I'm going with a pastel green. You know I love my pastel colors. I know this looks super quick on camera, but in reality it probably takes around 5 coats for the color to be opaque. So this does take a while. But once the green is down, I'm going to add some dots of puffy paint to mimic ornaments. I did contemplate using the same color scheme as my real tree, which is pastel pink, blue and gold, but ended up going with the more traditional Christmas colors of green, red and yellow. Then I'm just using some white puffy paint to add in some snow to each layer of our tree and gluing on our star. Now all that's left to do is touch up where I accidentally stuck my finger into a wet ornament. This happens to me a lot when making over squishies. And poke some holes in the squishy so the air can escape, and here we have our finished tree. I am so proud of this one, and this guy definitely has the biggest transformation of the lot. The next squishy getting a makeover is this koala. Now besides a slight rip in his neck, this squishy is pretty much perfect, and I love him. But it's time for him to get a makeover. First, I'm going to cut away his eucalyptus leaf and replace it with a square-ish piece of foam. Also, if you didn't know, Australia is on fire at the moment and it has pretty much wiped out all of our koalas' habitats. So we have a lot of homeless koalas right now. If you'd like to donate to help our koalas or help our firefighters, I'll pop a link in the description box. Back to our squishy, I'm just using some puffy paint to seal in all the edges and fix this guy's little neck hair. And then I decided he needed a nose job. He does have a very beautiful koala nose, but today he will no longer be a koala. He will be a teddy bear. So I'm trimming down his nose to a cute little bear nose, then sealing that up as well. And then I realized his seams were a bit too obvious, so I'm trimming those and sealing them as well. Save yourself some time and do all the trimming and sealing in one go, unlike what I did. Now he is not going to be a blue teddy bear, so I'm going to give him a white base coat with some matte fabric paint first. Adding a base coat means instead of needing like 100 coats of colored paint for it to be opaque, you only need about 5. So again, I'm going with a traditional color for our teddy bear and I'm painting him brown. I accidentally painted over the whites of his eyes though, so save yourself some time and don't do that. For his accents, I went with a pale yellow, so this is going to go on his little feet, ears, muzzle and chest. And he's already looking so adorable except for his brown demon eyes. Next, I'm going to paint his little present green. Did I say he's holding a present? he's holding a present. And whilst that's drying, I'm going to paint his nose black and repaint the whites of his eyes. I kind of paint things in a random order to save time because, yeah, this video is late, very late. Then I'm adding a red ribbon to the present with some puffy paint, adding the blacks to his eyes and touching up his nose. I'm going with pretty much his original eye shape and colour because I liked how they originally were, so we're keeping them that way. Next, we just want to add some shine dots to his eyes and nose and clean up any mistakes, poke a few holes in him with a sewing needle so the air can escape, and here we have our new Christmas bear. I can't believe I forgot to take a before shot of our koala, but here he is as a new Christmas bear. I love him and he is definitely one of my favourite squishies now. So the last squishy getting a makeover today is this stack of creatures. I would say cats, but only the top one has a nose. Well, whatever they are, they're getting a makeover. I'm going to start by trimming away any ears, paws, and tails. I feel like you guys can already tell what this is getting made into. There's 3 round balls. Obviously, I have to make this into a snowman. I do think having all the balls the same size looks a little weird though, so I'm going to shrink the top ball. Sorry, I mean try to shrink the top ball. Still need to work on my trimming skills. And now you're probably going to hate me for what I'm about to do. I hate me for what I'm about to do, but I want to give our snowman a hat and I don't have anything I could use to make him a hat. So I'm taking the hat from another squishy I made over. I know, I'm sorry. I will make him a new hat one day, okay? Now our snowman can't have just a hat. So I'm taking a spare piece of foam and shaping him out a scarf too. It was pretty hard to get the foam thin enough without breaking it, so it's a little chunky in places. But once everything is glued on, I'm going to seal in all the exposed foam with some white puffy paint. You know the drill. And now I can't really add a white base for our snowman because he's going to be white. So this took a lot of layers to cover up the green and yellow, and I didn't really bother adding a base coat to his hat because I'm going to paint it black, and black doesn't really need a base coat. Okay, a million layers later, I'm taking some red puffy paint and painting on some stripes on the scarf. Then once the red paint is dry, so the colours don't mix, I'm adding some green stripes as well. For once I'm using traditional colours on my squishies instead of blue rabbits and sunset capes. For his face and buttons, I'm using some black puffy paint so that they're puffy and stick out like stones would, and then sticking my fingers in the wet paint and getting it everywhere. And for his nose, I'm going in with an orange matte fabric paint because I don't have any orange shades in the puffy paint, so matte fabric paint will have to do. Then I'm painting his little top hat black. I used a sleek fabric paint to keep it shiny, and now I'm realizing top hats are felt and therefore not shiny. So he gets a special shiny top hat. Why did I think top hats were shiny? Anyway, then I'm touching up any mistakes, poking some holes in him, and here we have our finished snowman. He can't stand up on his own, that was my bad, but I'm still really happy with how he turned out. So those are my makeover squishies. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you would like to see more videos from me. Leave me a comment, let me know what videos you want to see in 2020, and I hope you guys have an amazing new year. Stay safe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!